6:53 here. Time for our Monday morning sprint here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll check in with our Chief Meteorologist, Kristen Walls, in just a moment. But first, here's a look at today's top stories. A sixth suspect has been charged in the fatal shooting of 25-year-old Ramon Magana Mendoza at a Sunnyside restaurant back in 2010. 40-year-old Raul Medina Herrera is the second of the six suspects arrested in connection with the killing. Police say the six men had a confrontation with the victim at Rico's Tacos, Guadalajara, and fired more than 30 shots. Two others were injured. And it was a deadly weekend on the roads. A 28-year-old Pasco man died after being hit by a car on State Route 240 in Richland Sunday morning. Troopers say Leo Gerhard was in the middle of the road near Van Giesen Street. The driver hit Gerhard, pulled over, and brought him to the shoulder. He died at the scene. It's not clear why Gerhard was in the middle of the highway, but Washington State Patrol said the driver was not under the influence. Benton County officers had a busy weekend, arresting 8 people for DUI, and that was in less than 24 hours. Among the youngest was a 15-year-old in Kennewick. They say he hit a car near 6th in Vancouver early Sunday morning. That's when police determined he was allegedly under the influence. Police want to remind people that it's cheaper to get a ride home than a ride to jail. A 23-year-old man has been sentenced to 9 years in prison in connection with the armed robbery of a Union Gap store last year. Jamie Larios Miranda pleaded guilty Friday to first-degree robbery. Police say Miranda attempted to steal about $100 worth of clothing from Macy's by hiding them under his own. Court documents show Miranda threatened employees, attempted to kidnap one, then fled in a stolen getaway car. On Saturday night, a 61-year-old crashed on State Route 12 near the Nelson Bridges in Yakima. Washington State Patrol said Jeffrey Braunley was driving west, left the road, hit a guardrail, and crashed. He died at the scene. Troopers say speed was the cause of the fatal crash. Over in Umatilla County, a 30-year-old Echo man was killed after being hit by a car on Saturday. Stanfield police say Steven Gallegos was walking south on Highway 395 near Edwards Road. Police say a driver from Granger hit him. He tried to render aid, but Gallegos died at the scene. The driver cooperated with police, and drugs or alcohol are not believed to be factors.
There you go.
Two local organizations received a check this weekend for more than $3,000. It was made possible by the Tri-Cities Camaro Club. On Saturday, they had a car show collecting money from sponsors and entry fees. Meals on Wheels and Friends of Disabled Veterans were awarded the money for their organizations. Friends of Disabled Veterans is a nonprofit group that supports disabled vets and their families.
6:55 as we give you a live look right now. This is from Richland's Columbia Point. Bundle up out the door this morning. We're looking at many locations down into the 20s and 30s, but really coldest air so far this season. Moving in later tonight into early tomorrow morning. So right now where we're sitting at 42 in the Tri-Cities, we're at 36 in Walla Walla, 30 degrees in Toppenish, and then 28 for Yakima. So our wind speeds throughout the day today will start to pick up. We're starting off this morning between 5 to 10 miles per hour. But notice here with Futurecast, later on this afternoon into the evening hours, those winds will start to pick up. Gusts could be between 30 to 40 miles per hour, and that will continue overnight tonight, and then lighter wind speeds back across the area for your Tuesday. So the wind speeds won't be sticking around for too long, but they will dip our temperatures, wind chill values, and what it feels like out the door tomorrow morning. This is a look by 6 or 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Again, those wind chill values down into the single digits in some spots. So very, very cold out the door tomorrow morning. So the reason for this, we have a cold front that'll swing through the area today. No wet weather with this, just some cloud cover. That's what we'll notice as we're going to be out and about for this Monday. Any kind of snow chances well off to our east for today. So here's your forecast. Again, a partly sunny sky. We'll have numbers back into the 50s for today. 55 in the Tri-Cities. We have 52 in Walla Walla, 54 degrees in Yakima. And again, those wind speeds will be picking up later on this afternoon and this evening. So here's your 7-day forecast. After the front moves through, it's going to be very, very cold. Down to 42 for your high on Tuesday. There's going to be some spots only in the upper 30s. Halloween forecast there at 48 degrees. Still a lot of sunshine and even beautiful this weekend as those temperatures start to warm back up into the 50s. And that 7-day forecast as well for Yakima, down to 41 for your high on Tuesday. And even by Wednesday morning, we're looking at only a high of 16 degrees. So very, very cold next couple of days.
Yes, bundle up.